Hello again, good afternoon to you. Time now for business. Chairman of Parliament's Finance Committee, Dr. Assibey-Yeboah, is insisting measures being implemented by government would help contain the debt stock from reaching threatening levels. This follows projections by the economic policy think tank Institute for Fiscal Studies that the public debt would exceed 150 billion cedis by the end of this year, raising concerns about the effectiveness of current policies being implemented by government. But Dr. Assibey-Yeboah tells Joy Business the country's debt situation may not worsen as being projected by the think tank.
The debt builds up. You can't disentangle one government's debt from the other. These build up, and this is debt that has built up over the years. There's a threshold, 70%, beyond which your debt becomes unsustainable. We've crossed that threshold. So how do we make our debt sustainable? How do we bring debt levels down? And they have prescribed some solutions. Some of them we already know, like debt reprofiling, which is going on, a borrowing plan which the government has put in place, a good mix between foreign debt and domestic, so that exchange rate pressures don't come to bear when foreigners repatriate their funds. So we have to take the discussions one notch.
What of the audit commission? I mean, the debt audit commission that
I think the Auditor General does this. Recently, we got a saving of 5.4 billion. The Auditor General made a savings of 5.4 billion when he audited claims submitted to the government. So we don't need another bureaucracy for that, but the Auditor General can help him. That's life.
Okay. No, he also mentioned the fact that some of the debt, the interest on the debt, we need to manage them well.
Yeah, the interest rates have been very high on some of the commercial loans. So he mentioned concessionality. There's a certain limit. If the concessionality element is above 35%, then you want to go for such debt. Otherwise, you stay away from debt, which is very expensive.
And in other news, CEO of the Telecoms Chamber has reiterated the call for the stabilization levy on profits of telecom companies to be scrapped. For now, the companies are required to pay 5% tax on their profits. But in an interview with Joy Business, Ken Ashigwe said the removal of the levy will free monies for them to invest in other important areas.
The telecommunication industry is going to spearhead the digitization of the country, and it's good the government itself wants to do that. And it's important that you liberate the industry to be able to generate that kind of activity within the economy, bring up partner with other organizations to be able to get other facets of industry growing. And all of that would happen when these businesses are empowered.
There's some level of contraction that could hit the industry. One would say that. Are you worried about that? Because we had some who think that we don't even need more than 3 players in the industry.
Well, you know, the interesting thing, if you look at the current contraction that has happened, it's 2 of our members that have come together, you know, and in every industry, especially in a very liberalized industry, you know, these things would happen to be able to ensure that the markets are effective. So we pray that, you know, the macro environment is made favorable so that our members would be able to grow, and then allow the competitive forces to be able to allow the natural attritions to happen.
That's all the business on the news. There's more business ahead on the marketplace. My name is Emmanuel Abuaji. Have a good afternoon.